So today we're going to be trying to make elephant toothpaste. And I'm going to say trying because this is an experiment I have never done before. So first we're going to go over the ingredients that you're going to need. Some of them you can use different things, but these are the ones that we're going to try today. So first off, I have a liter, just empty bottle. It's a plastic bottle. Today you're not going to need the lid, so it doesn't really matter if you already threw the lid away or recycled it. So an empty bottle. Because I'm not doing this one outside, I have just a glass.
Wednesday, not Thursday.
I have a glass dish because I'm assuming it's going to explode out, but I don't want to go outside because I'm not sure how you'll hear me as well. So you need something to catch it or do it outside so you don't make a huge mess. Next, you just need basic dish soap. It doesn't have to be Dawn. It could be whatever type of dish soap you have. It can be like a blue dish soap. Again, it doesn't matter. I have a clear one, but you do need dish soap.
Do it again.
You need hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide, usually you have it maybe in your medicine cabinet with your Band-Aids. This is what Mom might use to help clean your cuts at home. So this is a 3% hydrogen peroxide, and it's something that you can try to find, and definitely going to need it for the explosion part. This is the most important one, and this was the hardest one for me to find. It is activated yeast, and it's actually a rapid rise yeast. Mom might have it, let's say if she's using yeast to make bread or different types of recipes. So I'm just going to fix the zoom quick. Okay, so it's yeast. It was hard this time because of the pandemic for me to find this at the grocery store. A lot of people must be baking at home, so I ordered it on Amazon. It came within a couple days, so you can get it. It usually comes in like a whole strip of packets. I got a 3-pack here and just cut off. You only need one for this experiment. Basic food coloring like we've been using all this time. You'll want a funnel again to help you get everything in the bottle. The measuring tool I'll need today is a 1/2 cup size. So I did a 1/2 cup. I'm gonna need it for the hydrogen peroxide. And I also have a glass, which I'm gonna need to put warm water in. So I'm actually gonna turn on my sink so the water gets a little warm as we begin. Okay, so to start off, first thing we're gonna do to make the elephant toothpaste is we're gonna take our packet of yeast and put it into our glass cup. It doesn't matter if it's a glass cup or a plastic cup, not that big of a deal, but that's where we're going to begin. And it's just a powder. I'll show you when it's out. So it's like a powdery substance, kind of looks like sand. There's not a lot in here. I would say there's about a tablespoon, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. And then what we're going to do is we're going to mix in 2 tablespoons of warm water, okay? So a tablespoon, you can use actually a real one if you have it for baking. I'm just gonna use a regular spoon I would use to eat cereal or something. But you need it to be warm water. So I gotta wait a little bit, my water's not warm yet. Because the warm water is what's going to actually activate the yeast to help it rise up. So if you think about bread, when you first make bread, the dough is kind of flat, it's kind of gooey, but if you let it sit for a bit, when the yeast starts activating, it rises up, and that's what helps make your loaves nice and big. So I'm going to now add 2 tablespoons of water, and then I want to mix it up really good so that it's all mixed together, and make sure I have enough. So it gets kind of like chunky a little bit because it's going to activate, and if I need a little bit more water I might. And I'm mixing in here. And it's getting kind of gooey a little bit, but you want to just keep mixing it. Make sure that it turns into like a liquid because we're going to have to pour it into our bottle. So I might need a little bit more water, so I'm just going to add add a little bit more quick. Just to make sure it's a good liquid consistency. Before, right now it's like a paste. And I definitely don't want that, because it won't pour into the bottle to help make the explosion. There we go, it's getting better. Need a second spoon. It's kind of like a pudding texture now, so you just want to keep on mixing it up. Okay, so that's my yeast, my packet of yeast and my warm water, and it's getting better now. All right, so the next step is I'm going to take my measuring cup and I'm going to measure 1/2 of a... Yeah?
We have yeast.
Oh, you do? Okay, so you might be able to make this today. I am recording it so you can actually try to make it after, okay? So next up, I'm using my 1/2 cup size, and I'm going to mix in the hydrogen peroxide.
Wait, do you have hydrogen peroxide?
Hydrogen peroxide looks like this one. It's usually a brown bottle. Usually.
Hydrogen peroxide, that's alcohol. Wait, does it have to have hydrogen dioxide in it?
It's hydrogen peroxide.
Peroxide.
It's not like the clear bottle of alcohol you might have to clean your cups.
Okay, we have that.
Oh, good. Okay. So far, all I did was mix in the packet of yeast and a couple tablespoons of warm water, and then you'll be caught up. So now I'm going to do a 1/2 cup. A 1/2 cup of the hydrogen peroxide.
No. Make it like a cup. What cup? Oh, small cup. Well, I would like to say 6 spoons. Into foam everywhere.
Small?
Okay. Okay, now, how much tablespoons of...
Okay, so you put your yeast into your cup. And then mix in about 3 tablespoons of warm water.
Does this count as a tablespoon?
No, that's
Yeah, that's fine, but make sure it's warm water.
Here, a spoon, how about this one?
And then mix it really good.
This one, this works.
Okay, so leave your phone right here.
Wait, what?
And then you're gonna make it like this.
How much cups?
You have your yeast and then 3 tablespoons of warm water. Mix it, mix it, mix it.
I'm holding it.
Is that it? It doesn't have to be that way. It's not so dirty. Put it in.
Okay? Alright, I'm gonna keep going then, okay?
Okay, we're making the warm water.
Once you put in your 1/2 cup of hydrogen peroxide into your bottle, then you just need like a splash of dish soap. You don't need a whole lot.
Is that cotton enough? Is it like S?
So I did a squirt of dish soap. And I'm gonna shake it up a little bit just to make sure the dish soap and the hydrogen peroxide mix up.
Okay, Mama, we need this too.
So I have my bottle of hydrogen peroxide and dish soap, and in my cup I have my yeast and water. Okay?
So you have to have this.
Okay, then. Good.
Alright, next up I'm gonna need my food coloring.
Wait.
How much?
Are you okay?
It's like, I don't know, 2 tablespoons. Wait, how much tablespoons in there?
Of warm water? Yep, you mix it right into your yeast.
How much of it though?
I did 3 tablespoons.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
And then you gotta mix it really good so it all dissolves. You don't want any powder left. Now it's completely dissolved in the cup.
That's it.
Okay, then what do we put?
That's all that's in the cup. And now in your bottle, you put a 1/2 cup of hydrogen peroxide and a squirt of dish soap.
No.
That's all that's in here.
Half a cup. No, half a cup.
1/2 cup of hydrogen peroxide and a squirt of dish soap.
squirt of this soap. A squirt of this soap.
Come here.
No. Do you pour it off?
Come here. Then. You need to put the soap.
No, we have to put this in
As
and then the soap. Wait, do we put the soap in the hydrogen dioxide?
The hydrogen peroxide goes with the squirt of soap in your bottle, yes.
Squirt.
Because you said.
No, and then we like pour it in. Squirt. That's a squirt. It's a squirt.
Yes.
It's definitely a squirt. And that is a squirt. And then we pour it in.
And then next what I did was I just dripped in some food coloring, and it's dripping down the sides of my bottle because I want to see if it'll actually look like real toothpaste. So you just put a couple of squirts of food coloring and it goes down the sides. Okay?
Is bath bomb okay?
Is a what?
Bath bomb okay?
Yeah, that should be fun.
Okay, now put it in. It's poured in there.
Okay, are we ready?
Okay, so this is the
You
hydrogen.
have to put it in a bottle.
The hydrogen.
This one,
dioxide is like
you want to make sure the yeast is completely mixed up so that it's all
Wait, we have to
dissolved.
put this in a bottle?
That's all.
Once you're ready, now I'm going to mix the two together. So are you guys ready for me to try it?
Wait, Mama. Let's not do it in the plate. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, I'm gonna put here.
You ready?
No. This is gonna get this. Once again. Oh, put this one. This one. No. That's too small. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try to mix mine and we're going to see if I hope it doesn't explode huge, but we're going to see how it goes. Ready?
Oh no, we put the yeast in.
Woo! It's going.
That's why we need a smoke.
Look how
No,
cool.
you have.
No, we need it. It exploded? Yeah, but it didn't explode a lot because it was too high.
I love.
Oh, that's so cool.
So I just did stripes of blue and red. And you can see that's what makes it look like toothpaste. You can do whatever colors of food coloring you want. But it's
So we
still
put the yeast in
coming.
here. Can we put it in this kind of cup? Because that one is going to explode longer.
Whatever you want. Whatever you have easily accessible at home.
Okay, now if you want to do this, I'm not doing it. I want to take this one out. Well, what if it doesn't work?
If it doesn't work.
It has a very interesting smell.
No, spill it.
It does not smell like toothpaste. So this isn't real toothpaste. Oh, there it goes. There's yours.
Yay!
That's awesome, guys. That's pretty
Can we
neat.
touch it?
You can. This one isn't hot. There's a couple other recipes that use iodine. Those make it hot, so you wouldn't want to touch these. But with yeast and hydrogen peroxide, you can touch it, but don't put it in your mouth. You don't want to eat it.
You can touch it, but don't put it in your mouth.
Yeah,
Ew,
it's
that's
not
so
edible.
hot.
What do you think, Zen? This one's for you. You wanted elephant toothpaste. Are you happy it worked?
Yes.
All right, I'm super
That's so
excited.
cool.
That's really neat. So
It's
tomorrow,
going a lot.
I'm thinking about baking cookies and showing you guys a little bit about either making chocolate chip or something like that. So if you want to tune in tomorrow,
Can we make cookies with you?
yeah, you can make cookies. I'm going to put up some ingredients tonight that you'll need for tomorrow, and we're going to bake cookies and see how they turn out. Okay? I need cookies because, do you guys know what this weekend is? What Saturday? It's a very important day for Miss Seagreaves. I need cookies because I'm actually going to be getting married on Saturday. So I need to make some really delicious desserts. So we're going to do that tomorrow. So make sure you tune in, okay? All right, thanks for coming today, guys. We'll see you